Good morning, students. In Today, we are going to know about the structure of the Indian economy or the sectors of economic activities by which a country can make a development in their economic sector. So, now I am going to teach you or inform you about the sectors of economic activities. Well, I hope you all will get understand by this, or if any problem you have to face, then you can comment me. There are mostly three stages of Indian economic sector. That was first was primary sector, that is also known as agriculture sector. Second was secondary sector, that was also known as manufacturing sector. And third was tertiary sector, that was known as service sector or distributing sector. As you can know, primary sector is the main sector of the any country's development. Likewise, there was the first sector, primary sector, uh, that was also known as agriculture sector, like mining, coal, iron, crops, fishing, forestry, mineral extracting, or the oil extracting process. These are the primary sector. It means these are the base of every economic sectors. Let me clear you guys. This is the primary sector of our country. It means the I'm teaching you about the Indian economic sectors. So our that we have lots of people, and near about 70% of our peoples are living in villages, and they survive or they live by doing agriculture in for their livelihood. Suppose they are farming, they are fishing activities, there are poultry activities, there are many other activities. It means the basement of the activities are in rural sectors. Nowadays it is increasing day by day, but the base was the agriculture sector. Suppose if you are eating a plate of rice, if the agriculture sector was not there, how the grain crop from the field? So when a grain crop from the field and it came to your plate, so it is the main and primary sector of the economic activities. Second was the secondary sector, that was known as industrial sector. It means when we get a primary sector from the field or the other, suppose mining, etc., that convert into our useful product. Suppose a tree or a wood that we get from the tree is the primary sector, but when the tree was converted in industrial sector or came to a factory to convert into your luxury items or your essential items, like your bed, your chair, your tables, or etc., that was the secondary sector. When the product was made in finished, you use as a finished product, not in raw product. The raw product was from the primary sector, and then when you use that product, it was the secondary sector industry. So secondary sector was known as the industrial sector. Then third was the territory sector, that was service sector. That means all the activities in our economy which was help to connect the primary and secondary sector, or which gives service to us, that was tertiary sector. Suppose I told you in an example that if a wood we get from the tree, and after it got a finished look, or it came to a factory, we they produce the chair, beds, and tables for us. But the process, when the wood came from the jungle or the tree where we are getting the wood, that place to industrial place, in between there was a transportation to get the wood from the place to the industrial sector. So the transportation is known as the tertiary sector, the service sector. That was the service. Then the conversation between the people that are living, or they were supplying wood to the industrial sector, the communication is also matter, that the industrial sector owner and the people, local people, get communicated by each other. This is also a service sector. Beside it, there are also lots of service sector, suppose banking, communication, telecommunication, security, all the other things beside production, whatever we get is the service sector. Let me tell you about the definition about these three sectors. Let's see. Primary sector, when we produce a good by exploiting natural resource like food, vegetable, cotton, dairy, fishing, forestry, or etc. These are known as primary sector, and also known as agriculture sector. Because if there is no agriculture sector or primary sector in our country or anywhere else, so there was the economy is not going to be high, because we need, each and every industrial areas need the raw material, or that we call that primary sector, or that came from the agriculture sector. Suppose we have a industry of cloths, or cotton cloths, whatever. So we need to farm, or we need to grow a huge amount of cotton for the industry, and then we send the cotton to the factory. The factory is the secondary sector, where the process of weaving clothes are done, and at last, when the product is finished, our cloth is ready, we get from the market to where the that sector that communicate in between the primary and secondary sector and give service to us, that was the last and third sector. Let me tell you about the secondary sector. The activities in which natural products are changed into other form through way of manufacturing that associate with industrial activities, like cotton fibers, I tell you, from the plant sent to factory to spin yarn and wave cloths. This was the second sector. And third was the tertiary sector, that is the activities that help to develop the primary and secondary sector, like transportation, communication, banking, storage. These are the three main sectors. Besides it, there are also lots of service sectors are there, but these are the main three sectors. If um, we have to develop a country, so these are the main sectors that are, if there is no, if we remove any of these sector, we cannot get our goods or services properly. Suppose you don't have a cotton, though how can you make your cotton cloths, or other cotton items? Or if we don't have the secondary sector, how the raw cotton convert into our material or dresses or whatever we wear, whatever we use, how could it be? And third one is that third sector is not there, then how the raw material sent to the market, and then how we get from the market. This is a long and lengthy process. So these three are connected and most important for the economic development. So students, I hope you like this and you can understand properly. If you have any queries, then please ask me. Thank you.